The 8-step construction hiring method. Hiring construction workers is fun. I'm going to show you how. Okay, so we've got 8 steps to the hiring process. This is the full, complete process from A to Z, how to hire amazing construction workers, ones that, stick around, have the skills you want. And this really is a fun process. It's exciting, getting a new team member in, hiring a new person, and that's how it should be. It shouldn't be a drag, shouldn't be a grind. This should be all ready to go. You should have this process set in your business. You press the button play and, you just launch into hiring someone. That's how it should work. That's how any system should work, but especially your hiring, it should be fun, like I said. So we're gonna get into it. If you've enjoyed something in this video, give it a thumbs up, super appreciate it. Just give it a thumbs up if you like something I said. And moving in, so first thing, if you've heard me talk about hiring before, you're gonna understand this one, ideal employee. So first things first, you want to figure out who your ideal employee is. I'm not gonna go on and on about this. There is a free template in the description below. Just click on the link to get the template, and it'll be a worksheet of how to figure out who your ideal employee is. Basically, you want to base them off of someone previous that's been in your business. So if you're hiring for, a carpenter, and you've got this amazing carpenter that's been with you for a long time, think about that person and what makes them good at their job, and then use that as your ideal employee avatar. So if you know someone who's just been a great employee in your business, drop a comment their name, give them some love, and make it register your name. Oh, that's the employee that I want to build my job ad for. So comment below. All right, so number 2, moving on. We got 8 steps here, let's go. So job ads. Next thing you're gonna be, after you got your ideal employee, then you're gonna be writing a job ad. Things you wanna be thinking about is benefits for the applicant, right? This is a marketing material. You're marketing to your prospective employees, and you wanna be, benefits. You're gonna put them out on recruiting sites. There's a whole number of them. Again, you should have a system for this. Have a document somewhere where you've got links to all the different recruitment sites so that you have job ads already built out for the different roles in your business. You just take one of those job ads, you go to your document, click on all the links, throw them on the different recruitment sites, put them on your social media page, and send it to your network. So if you got an email list of your power network of other business owners, or maybe you got a contractor group, or a mastermind group, or whatever, put that out there to your networks. You can also offer some sort of incentive, like anybody that refers a candidate that we hire gets a gift card to wherever, or gets $300 or $500 or whatever it's worth to you. And tell your team about it too. Your team knows people, they've got family, they've got friends, so use your network as well. And this is how you're going to get your job ad out there and get the most amount of applicants looking at the job, so you can figure out who's the right one. So does that make sense? Yes? No? Maybe so? Number 3, questionnaire test. So the third thing is if you put out the job ad, now you're going to get applicants, right? So you want to have some sort of questionnaire test, and you want to have a form that they fill out because you want them to go into a CRM. So CRM, client relationship management. This is like an ERM, so employee relationship management. So you should have a database of every employee that's ever applied to your business. And it's not super complicated to set up. It does take some work, and there's different ways to do it, but you should have this system set up because there are people, again, when you're putting out a job ad, there may have been 3 really good hires, but you ended up going with 1 because you only needed 1 person. A year later, 2 years later, maybe you've grown, maybe someone's left the team. You can have that database of previous people that are maybe now working in other companies who were a good fit at the time, or maybe they've improved their skills. Maybe that company is not working out for them and now they're considering something else, but they're not actively looking on the job market, so they're not going to see your job ad. You want to be able to send an email to all those people in your list of people that have applied previously and be like, hey, we're hiring for a carpenter, we're hiring for a project manager. If you would like to apply, go to our website or whatever. So you're able to reach people who are maybe a little off the grid or aren't actively looking for jobs. And this is a way to slowly, over time, build the value of your company, because you have this, you talk about the reach of having lots of past employees, having past clients, having past employees or people that have applied is a valuable part of your company. Pro tip, in your ERM, tag the different people depending on the role. So you could have carpenters, you could have project manager, you could have general labor, so that you could send an email, job wanted ad to specific groups of people instead of, sending it to everyone who's maybe not a good applicant. So that's the third one. Making sense so far? We've got a bunch more. Stay the last three really are like the differentiators between, okay companies and really great companies. So make sure you stick around for the next three. It's going to be super important. So the last three. Number 4, 15-minute qualifying call. So after you've figured out like, hey, these are the 5, really top of the line people that I want to talk to, set up a 15-minute call or just give them a call, see how they answer the phone, see what their voicemail sounds like. This will give you an idea of like what they're like as well. Do they answer the phone? Is their voicemail, clear, or do they even have voicemail, or is it full? 15-minute qualifying call. This is for deal breakers. So you're gonna get on the call. Hey, got your resume. Do you have a license? Are you able to work? Are you ... Any deal breakers that you have that might disqualify them? Get a little bit of like interaction between them. Sounds like they're decent. Okay. From there, then you set up a longer interview. Could be Zoom, could be in-person coffee shop, whatever you want to do. So you set up like 45-minute, 60-minute interview. From there, you're going to go through your list of questions. Again, this should all be templated. There should be like not even having to think about it, just built into your business so that when you go to the interview, oh, here's the questionnaire for the carpenter. And you ask them the questions and you go through the process, and it's a process, right? It's easy, it's repeatable, and you can delegate it later to somebody else when you're generally, you're going to hire a general manager, or you're going to get out of the position that you are in now. And you're going to be just more like, the head figure of the business. So build a process that's delegatable. But you're going to go through the interview, ask them the questions to figure out, who's who and who's the best candidate. Once you've figured out a couple candidates, next step, this is number 6. So 6, these are the last 3. So this is the last 3 that I was talking about before, super important. This is what differentiates the okay from the great. Number 6 is a reference check. So do your reference check, do your due diligence. Check online, check out their social profiles. Not that you have to dive into their privacy, but it'll give you an idea of who they are outside of work, right? Do a Google search for them. Call their past employers, ask their past employers if they, can refer you to somebody else that they may have worked with at the team, especially if it's a larger leadership role. But do that due diligence because it's so important to get some sort of history that's not what they've told you personally, but from other people, how other people view them. Making sense? Number 7. So 7 here is a 30-minute team meet. So depending on the position, if it's general labor, you may not do this, but if it's more of a higher level role in the company, especially a leadership role, have them meet the team. So this could be with one team member in specific, maybe another manager or someone else that you really trust who you feel has a good way of knowing if people are true or good for the position. Or it could be with a group of people. So if you have like a couple managers and different people inside your business, all meet together and you leave so that they can just be with the team. That's the important thing. Also, like how they interact with people when you're not around, right? So you want to set that up. I know other people that have even done like gone out for dinner with the prospective employee and their spouse, their partner, whoever, to get a feel of like how they are as, more on a personal level and with the other people in their family. So again, depending on how big a role they're going to have in the company will differentiate how far you go with them meeting the team and things like that. So does that make sense? Can you see how that would be beneficial to you in your construction business? All right, so moving on, number 8. So number 8 is the employment offer. So a lot of guys, myself included, when I started out, I just hired people. I sent them an email maybe. Didn't really have much of a process, but again, you want to have this built out. If you want help with it, check out the description below. Contact me. This is what we do. We build this all out for you. So the employment offer is going to be a contract. It's something they're going to sign, and it's going to stipulate, everything that's included, what the responsibilities are, how much they're getting paid, what's expected of them, as far as like time on the job, their vacation times, whole bunch of stuff. So you want to have the employment offer because it's important to have, on a contractual basis. It also makes things very clear and it kind of gives weight to you hiring them. If you don't have a contract in place, a employment offer, their employment it won't feel as solid, right? It won't feel, the expectation from them is that, you know, you're just hired on as another construction worker. Maybe, you know, in 6 months, they're going to bugger off to the next company or whatever. But if you have a contract in place, it's really black and white, and it gives precedence to you actually hiring them. So does that make sense? All right, as I mentioned, check out the links in the description below. There's a free course in there all about systematizing your business, how to get these processes in place. If you want to check it out, free resource to you. Want you to have it. It's a no-brainer. It really is amazing. And as always, check out the other videos. I've got videos on all these specific steps as well if you want more help with the specifics and the details. I'll see you on the next one.